everyone, welcome back to the Chill English channel. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Jake. Today we're taking you to a restaurant, but not just for food. It's for learning English in a real-life situation.
Exactly. Eating out is something we all do, and knowing the right English phrases makes it so much easier.
So, picture this. You walk into a restaurant, you want a table, and you need to talk to the waiter. What do you say?
The first phrase is simple. Table for two, please. That's the most common way to ask.
Right. You can change the number. Table for four, please. Or, do you have a table for one? Easy and polite.
Let's act it out, Jake. Imagine you're the customer and I'm the waiter.
Okay, here we go. Hi, table for two, please.
And as the waiter, I'd say, of course, this way, please. Very natural.
Sometimes the waiter might ask, do you have a reservation? That's another common phrase.
And if you don't, you can answer, no, we don't. Is there a table available?
Perfect. Let's practice that. Hi, table for two, please.
Do you have a reservation?
No, we don't. Is there a table available?
Nice, smooth, and polite.
Once you're seated, the waiter will often bring menus and say something like, here are your menus, or I'll be right back to take your order.
Yes, and sometimes they'll ask, would you like something to drink while you decide?
That's a good one. You can answer with, yes, could I have some water, please? Or, I'd like an orange juice.
Let's show an example. Jake, pretend you're ordering a drink.
Sure. Could I have a glass of water, please?
And I, as the waiter, say, of course, still or sparkling.
That's a tricky one. Still means normal water, no bubbles. Sparkling means with gas, with bubbles.
Exactly. If you want plain water, just say, still, please. If you like bubbles, sparkling, please.
All right, let's do that again. Could I have a glass of water, please?
Of course, still or sparkling.
Still, please.
Nice and clear.
Now, let's talk about the menu. Sometimes menus are big and confusing, so it helps to ask the waiter questions.
A useful phrase is, what do you recommend? That's polite and shows you're open to trying something.
Or, what's the special today? That's another classic question.
Let's practice. Excuse me, what do you recommend?
The grilled chicken is very popular, and the pasta is also excellent.
That's a great natural exchange. Learners can copy that word for word.
Another helpful one is, does this come with, for example, does this come with rice? Or does this come with a side salad?
Yes, that's super practical. You don't want surprises on your plate.
Now, sometimes people need more time to decide. That's normal. You can say, could we have a few more minutes, please?
Perfect. Polite and clear. Want to role play that too?
Sure. Excuse me, could we have a few more minutes, please?
Of course. Take your time.
See? Easy and natural.
Let's pause for a second. We've already used a lot of useful phrases. Table for two, please. Do you have a reservation? Could I have some water, please? Still or sparkling? What do you recommend? Could we have a few more minutes, please?
That's a solid list. These phrases alone can help you survive in almost any restaurant.
And the good thing is they're short, easy to remember, easy to use.
Now, let's give our listeners a little challenge. Imagine you walk into a restaurant. The waiter asks, do you have a reservation? What do you answer?
Okay, listeners, say it out loud. Ready, go.
Did you say, no, we don't? Is there a table available? If yes, then you nailed it.
Excellent practice. Talking out loud is key. Don't just listen silently, repeat after us.
Now, before we wrap this first part, let's do a quick mini role play without explanations. I'll be the customer, you be the waiter.
Sounds good.
Hi, table for two, please.
Do you have a reservation?
No, we don't. Is there a table available?
Yes, of course. This way, please. Here are your menus.
Thank you. Could I have some water, please?
Of course. Still or sparkling?
Still, please.
Perfect. That felt natural.
And that's just the beginning. In the next part, we'll dive into the actual ordering, food, drinks, and dealing with tricky situations.
So stay with us and get ready to order like a pro in English. Welcome back, everyone. In the last part, we walked into the restaurant, asked for a table, and got our drinks. Now it's time for the fun part, ordering food.
Yes, this is where a lot of learners get nervous, but honestly, it's not too hard once you know a few basic phrases.
Exactly. The most common way to order is, I'd like. For example, I'd like the chicken salad, please.
You can also say, could I have? Like, could I have the pasta, please? Both are polite and very natural.
Let's role play. I'll be the customer. Could I have the grilled salmon, please?
And as the waiter, I'd reply, of course. Would you like anything on the side?
Nice. And I could answer, yes, I'd like some vegetables, please.
Here's another situation. Sometimes the waiter asks, how would you like that cooked? This usually happens with steak or burgers.
Right. The common answers are rare, medium, or well done. Rare means very little cooking, red in the middle. Medium is cooked but still a little pink. Well done means cooked completely.
Let's show that. I'd like the steak, please.
How would you like that cooked?
Medium, please.
Perfect. Short and clear.
Drinks are another part of ordering. The waiter might ask, would you like something to drink?
Yes, and you can reply, yes, I'll have a Coke, please. Or, I'd like some tea.
Sometimes they ask, would you like still or sparkling water? We already practiced that in part 1.
Right. And if you don't want a drink, just say, no thank you.
Now, let's teach our listeners how to ask about the menu. Suppose you're not sure what a dish is. You can ask, what's in this dish? Or, what does this come with?
That's very useful. For example, excuse me, what's in the seafood soup?
And the waiter might answer, it has shrimp, fish, and vegetables.
Another good one, is this dish vegetarian? That's a very common question.
Yes, or does this have nuts? Important if you have allergies.
Let's show that one. Excuse me, does this have nuts?
Yes, it contains peanuts.
Then you can answer, okay, I'll choose something else.
Now, let's cover a slightly awkward situation when there's a mistake with your order.
Yes, that happens a lot. Maybe you get the wrong dish or something is missing. A polite way to say it is, excuse me, I think there's a mistake.
Or, I didn't order this. I ordered the chicken, not the beef.
Let's role play. Excuse me, I think there's a mistake. I ordered the pasta, not the steak.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll fix that right away.
See, that wasn't scary, just polite and clear.
Another situation, you want something extra. You can say, could I get some extra bread? Or, could I have another glass of water?
Yes, that's very natural. Let's try, could I have some extra napkins, please?
Of course. I'll bring them right away.
Simple and polite.
Now, here's a little practice challenge for our listeners. Imagine you want to order a chicken sandwich. How would you say it?
Listeners, say it out loud now. I'd like the chicken sandwich, please. Or, could I have the chicken sandwich, please?
Perfect. That's exactly right. Now, imagine there's something wrong with your food. How do you say it?
Try this. Excuse me, I think there's a mistake. Or, I didn't order this.
Great! If you said that out loud, give yourself a high five. Okay, let's put everything together in a longer role play. I'll be the customer, and you be the waiter.
Ready when you are.
Could I have the grilled chicken, please?
Of course. Would you like any sides with that?
Yes, some rice, please.
And how would you like it cooked?
Medium, please.
Perfect. Would you like something to drink?
Yes, I'll have a Coke, please.
All right. Anything else?
Actually, could I also have some extra bread?
Of course. I'll bring that right away.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
That sounded just like a real restaurant conversation.
And that's the goal. We want you to hear it, repeat it, and feel confident using it yourself.
Remember, the magic words are I'd like or could I have. Very polite and very common.
And don't forget how to handle mistakes politely. Excuse me, I think there's a mistake.
Okay, that wraps up part 2. In the next part, we'll finish the meal, asking for dessert, paying the bill, and saying goodbye at the restaurant.
Stick around because that's just as important as ordering food. See you in part 3. Welcome back, everyone. So far, we've walked into the restaurant, asked for a table, ordered food and drinks, and even handled mistakes. Now it's time for the last part of a meal, dessert and paying the bill.
Yes, this part is important because you don't want to feel stuck when it's time to leave.
Exactly. So let's start with dessert. After you finish your main meal, the waiter might ask, "Would you like to see the dessert menu?"
Or, can I get you anything else? That usually means dessert or maybe coffee.
If you want to see the options, just say, "Yes, please. Could I see the dessert menu?"
Or if you don't want dessert, you can politely say, "No, thank you, we're fine."
Let's act it out. Would you like to see the dessert menu?
Yes, please. Could I see the dessert menu?
Perfect. Short and natural.
Now, when you order dessert, you use the same structure as before. I'd like or could I have? For example, I'd like the chocolate cake, please.
Or, could I have the ice cream, please? Easy and polite.
And sometimes people share. You can say, we'll share one piece of cake, please.
That's a nice one. Or, we'll share a dessert. Very natural.
After dessert, it's time for the bill. In English, there are a few ways to ask. The most common one is, could we have the bill, please?
Yes, that's the classic phrase. In American English, people often say check instead of bill. So, could we have the check, please?
Let's practice both. Could we have the bill, please?
Of course, I'll bring it right away.
Or could we have the check, please?
Yes, one moment.
Both are correct. Bill is more British, check is more American.
Now, sometimes you're eating with friends. The waiter might ask, "Would you like to pay together or separately?"
And you can answer, together, please, or separately, please.
Let's do an example. Would you like to pay together or separately?
Separately, please.
Of course. I'll split the bill for you.
That's very useful when you're out with friends.
Sometimes people also want to leave a tip. In many countries, it's polite to say, "Could you add $10 to the bill, please?"
Or just leave the money on the table. But if you're speaking, that phrase is perfect.
Let's try it. Could you add $10 to the bill, please?
Of course.
Very simple and polite.
All right, let's give our listeners a little practice challenge again. Imagine you finished your meal and you want to pay. What do you say?
Say it out loud right now. 3, 2, 1.
Did you say, could we have the bill, please? Perfect.
Or maybe you said, "Could we have the check, please?" That's also correct.
Let's do a big role play now. I'll be the customer and you'll be the waiter.
Ready?
Could we have the dessert menu, please?
Of course. Here it is.
I'd like the cheesecake, please.
Certainly. Would you like coffee with that?
Yes, a black coffee, please.
Perfect. I'll bring it right away.
Excuse me, could we have the bill, please?
Of course. Would you like to pay together or separately?
Together, please.
All right, here's the bill. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You too.
That felt like a real restaurant scene. Our listeners can copy that whole exchange and sound natural.
Exactly. And the best way to learn is to practice out loud, just like we're doing now.
Let's quickly review the most important phrases from today. Ready?
Sure. First, table for two, please.
Do you have a reservation?
Could I have some water, please? Still or sparkling?
What do you recommend? I'd like the chicken, please. Or, could I have the pasta, please?
Excuse me, I think there's a mistake.
Could I get some extra bread, please?
Could we have the bill, please? Or could we have the check, please?
Would you like to pay together or separately?
And finally, we'll share a dessert, please.
That's a complete restaurant toolkit in English. With these phrases, our listeners can order, ask questions, handle mistakes, and pay the bill, all in English.
And the more you practice them, the more natural they'll feel. Try them out the next time you're in a restaurant, even if it's just in your head.
Or, even better, say them out loud at home, like you're really there. That's the secret to fluency. Practice, repeat, and use it in real life.
Exactly. So, that's the end of today's episode, English Conversations at the Restaurant.
Thanks for joining us on the Chill English channel.
Keep practicing, stay confident, and remember, English is all about small steps every day.
We'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.